Alright, we're back for what is either the start of part 35 or the continuation of the finale. Upon thinking about it some more, I feel like this is probably not actually the end of the game because there's still a few minor questions lingering around. And then there's also the Iba issue of do they want to keep Iba dead or not. I mean, it's weird because it sounds like, I mean, if I were to say I want Iba to stay dead, it sounds bad, right? But she is like my favorite character. It's just I feel like death is a very powerful narrative tool and it needs to be wielded appropriately. If you just kill characters off and then like bring them back, you know, a couple hours later, it just rubs me the wrong way. But we'll see.
I'm Iris Sagan. Nice to meet you.
I mean, visiting all the locations and talking to people again does have real ending vibes.
I'm a net idol from Lemniscape.
But there's also the Shoko question. Like, that's something that I don't think we've really... That's why the main question that hasn't been addressed is... why did he get into Shoko? And we addressed kind of how Saito got out of the hospital, but we haven't really addressed why Shoko in particular. And we know Shoko was talking to 89, but was that Shoko or was that Saito?
A virgin?
Because I can't remember how long they said Shoko had been visiting 89 in prison.
I'm just saying, sweetie. You look like you don't know a lot of men.
What the hell are you fuckers talking about?
And what about you, Mama?
Why does like 50% of the game have to be like cringe?
Me? I'm a fairy godmother, honey.
Why you guys gotta go around?
Because I associate with fairies and am an older, motherly woman.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Who are you calling old?
You are.
You're
So's bodyguard.
Who are yous?
Alright, he wouldn't recognize his face.
Don't matter. Talking about So? Quit that gig long time ago.
You quit?
Yeah, that guy fucking sucks.
Okay, never mind. See, 50% cringe. One based individual, one, I mean, it's just the weird virgin comments are a little cringe. Everything else about it is fine.
I punched him in the face and quit.
Why is the camera listing? I turned my mouse off and it's still doing it. There's a damn ghost? Is it? Oh, my controller's turned on. Oh no, just stop that. 1 second. I need to find something to turn it off. Hit the little reset button. Alright. I think I turned that on because I was going to record Yeast, and then I remembered, oh wait, this series has less videos, so I need to record this.
I've got some fun insertion videos I think you'd like, Date.
Pass.
What's she talking about?
Medical training video for getting temperatures, you know?
Oh.
Mama's polishing that dried bonito, she'll never stop. You're drunk.
You're drunk, aren't you?
I'm not drunk.
From the look of you, you're pretty good at hiding it.
Mama! Tits!
Okay, never mind. He has lost his base status.
Whoops. I meant tip. I got a big tip. If he gives me one more drinky.
Don't you think you've had enough?
No. No.
What drunk person has ever thought, oh, this is enough, I'll stop here?
Oh, you're lucky I'm in a good mood. Fine. One more round, okay?
Yay!
Hold on, that's when you're in love with a married man. Wonder what that is. I mean, I suppose it's okay to be in love.
Uncle, that word on the chalkboard?
We'll tell you when you're older, when you're no longer a virgin.
Salsicha? What is that?
It's what Italians say when they find a seat for their friend Sal.
It's sausage.
It's a hanger on the wall.
Iris, let me introduce you to Mama's little brother.
Oh, that's the fridge!
Picture on the wall. Bottles of alcohol on the shelf. And then another thing that, I mean, it's not really like a mystery per se, but like establishing So's reaction to like his son killing people. Because presumably he had to know, I mean, not just the Monica thing, but the other 4 deaths of the Cyclops killer, since the other side of Iris's / Saito's Somnium showed. Because I'm pretty sure it's Yellow Jacket that he was like making out with, so I think it's that all the women that he killed were So's like mistresses. Which, I mean, that's not really something that needs to be explored that much, but I'm kind of surprised the game hasn't explicitly stated that at this point.
I can't say much. The public thinks our Ren killed Shoko. And then number 89 busted out of jail and killed Ren. And then he goes and commits suicide by blowing up his own head.
I mean, that kind of makes sense. Like, that story. Especially since we know Shoko was visiting 89, it could seem as it's like a... You know, they were in a Renju killed Shoko because, I don't know... divorce stuff. 89 breaks out to get revenge. Seems
That's
like
what all the news reports have been saying.
Seems like a Bible story.
I know there's more to it than that, but...
Saito Jima and his body are both gone forever. Yeah, there is the slight issue, though, of that if they're... You know, Date looks like 89 now, or... The body I was in for the past 6 years. The head office had never admit that publicly. At the time, the body was thought to be that of Detective Kaname Date. They tweaked things a little bit and pinned everything on 89. Said that he committed suicide at the old factory. Only Kaname Date managed to survive. And never be seen again. That's how they wrote it. But that's not the truth. Is anybody ever gonna like see us on the dang street?
Date, honey, do you still ever drink so much beer that you start, leaking?
Wait, hey, isn't that the psycho murderer guy?
Leaking beer? No, that has never happened, ever.
I'm pretty sure it has. Mizuki was telling me.
That was the old me, not anymore.
The truth is...
Spare me, honey. I don't want to hear it. If I hear the truth, I'm only gonna have more questions. There are a lot of things that don't quite add up. Date's face, for one thing. Looking exactly like number 89? They say that your face got hurt real bad in the explosion. They had to put you under the knife for plastic surgery to save you. Your face turned out like that by chance.
I wouldn't buy that shit for a damn second.
That's what happened, right? Tell me it is.
Like, think of like that'd be like psychological torture. Some dude blows himself up in front of you, destroying your face in the process, and then they reconstitute your face as the guy who, like, disfigured you in the first place. Every time you look in the damn mirror, you're gonna have PTSD.
If it's anything more complicated than that, I will lose my mind.
How you doing?
As you can see, I'm a little tight, honey.
How could I see that?
You want to?
I do. I want to see.
Do you even know what she's referring to?
Huh?
What are you doing with the bonito?
This? It's not bonito.
What?
Then what is it?
Part of the man who cheated on me. I chopped him up and dried and smoked the flesh.
You're joking, right?
Am I?
No comment. What about you? About your headband?
Hey, Iris, I've been wondering. What's with your headband?
Oh, this? It kept my brain tumor from spreading.
I'm gonna say doubt, but
I don't really need it anymore, but I feel naked without it, you know?
We should head out.
Yeah.
Oh, leaving so soon?
Don't worry, I'll be back as long as you have information for me.
and the alcohol.
Oh, enough work. You should come in sometime for pleasure, honey.
Sure, Mama. See you soon.
I don't know. Every time we see Date come into the marble for pleasure, it ends up with one of his friends saying, "Yeah, I'm a fucked up piece of shit."
Date, let me tell you something. God exists. When Tessa was in the hospital, I prayed to this shrine every day. And guess what? My prayers worked. God must have been listening.
Are you crying?
No, dumbass, I don't cry. I don't.
Yeah, you're crying.
Thank you, God. Thank you for saving Tessa. Anyway, what are you doing here?
Someone wanted to see you when she left the hospital.
Tessa, you didn't have to come see me.
I really wanted to see you.
Oh, well, in that case, yes, of course. I am here.
Alrighty. The dragon?
Uncle, let's make our date exciting until the end, okay?
Nope.
We wouldn't want to get too tangled up together.
What the hell does... Shut up.
You're right, we wouldn't.
I don't even know what that means.
Wait a minute. Date?
It's pronounced Date? You alright? Tiny face, big head guy?
I look all right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard you got plastic surgery. You look better than before. It suits you.
Does he? I'm not sure how to take that compliment. I mean, I like the old Date. I don't mind the new Date. A little jarring. It'll take a little getting used to. When opening your jacket sitting on a public train, make sure it doesn't accidentally touch the person next to you. Oh, very specific. I mean, it's good advice, I suppose. A-set live solo performance.
Uncle, do they have chocolate and pastries over there?
You're thinking of a patisserie.
A low coffee table. A sofa.
Check me out, dude. Hang 10 dudes.
That's a surfer.
That's a real big contact lens.
What?
That's an ashtray.
Playing this damn game blind? They all need a AI. Are you wearing the right size clothes?
Shut up! None of your business.
That sounds like a no.
Lost a lot of weight, okay?
Okay.
You look like you're dying.
I'm not!
You really should see a doctor.
Never!
Oh, Tessa. You believe it or not, I am a doctor.
Seriously?
Yeah, he doesn't look like it, but he really is a doctor.
They come to me when they don't want to go to a real hospital.
So,
Yeah, he's our mob doctor.
What's your name?
Why would I tell you?
I don't know.
I want to know too.
I'll tell you. My name is Yogano.
He lost all that weight because of a girl.
Boss!
Yeah, some nurse at Central.
The spooky nurse?
Nasu, I think.
The one who came out of the damn TV?
Hey, Iris, about these lanterns.
No.
Yeah?
Is there anything a candle reminds you of?
Is it a dick?
No, come on. You weren't supposed to say it.
We already did this. Econo? He has a medical license? The dragon, nothing. Iris, about Moma.
Mr. Kumakura? I think he's really nice.
I mean, he's not the worst character.
Of course I am.
If we just ignore the panty comment, he's almost okay.
About that ring.
I won't give it to you.
Okay, a little based. Based in standing up for yourself. The Kumakura crest. Wedding.
Wedding.
Dress! Bless! Tessa!
Doesn't even make any damn sense.
Imaging.
Compress. Process. Tessa!
Crime.
Redress, transgress, Tessa!
I mean, at least that one rhymes.
The Net Idol Superstar!
Tessa!
A set, you bet!
Wow! That's really cool!
What did you do to these guys?
Just a little propaganda. Sun up to sundown, I made him watch your videos, Tessa.
Hey, I noticed he was calling her Tessa, so I guess they've both been converted.
They got addicted!
Tessa! I'm so honored to meet you. Is it okay if I shake your hand?
You bastard! What makes you think you're good enough to touch her hand?
Especially without proper protective equipment.
It's fine, it's just a handshake.
Yes!
The fat one ran up to her with a look of awe in his eyes, slowly took her hand.
So soft.
He shouted out in joy. And so ends the tale of Tiny Face Big Head Man.
He fainted.
Too much excitement, I guess.
Tessa is a force to be reckoned with. The fat one, he fainted. About your how's your leg or whatever?
Injury?
You got shot 3 months ago.
That was just a scratch. Didn't even hurt. I'm all good now. Don't talk to me about that guy anymore. I know he was a murderer, a real piece of shit. But we were brothers. I can't be mad at him no matter how much he deserves it. But I can't just forgive him either, you know?
I mean, I suppose
So I figure, fuck it. It's better to just forget about him.
I can accept that.
Anyway, sorry to bother you, Moma.
Date, wait! Before you go, I have one favor to ask.
Oh boy, here it comes.
This is hard for me to get out, but,
Yeah, spare me. You want to see Iris's panties, right?
Panties? I never asked for something like that.
Then what do you want?
Puff puff.
What? Absolutely not.
I'm sorry?
I want Tessa to puff puff me.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Just shove my face in there. Just...
Are you kidding me? You know what? Fine, I'll ask.
Dante, you're a real friend.
I mean, she's not gonna know what that is.
All right, close your eyes.
There's no way.
Yeah. Like this?
Good, yeah, stay still.
Oh no. This man's gonna get shot in the back of the head.
Do not open your eyes, okay?
Promise.
Is it gonna be on the fainted guy?
You ready?
Yes!
Okay, let's do it. 3, 2, 1.
I knew it.
Whoa! Dante! I've never felt so alive! All these shitty years of my life have been worth it for this moment!
Boss?
Let's go.
I don't know what's going on, but okay.
This is amazing! I am living!
Alrighty. Let me take me to Matsushita Diner. It's gonna take a while, man. Each one of these like 10 minutes long.
Your surgery went well, didn't it?
Is that the nurse?
Ota told me all about it. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, that is. I thought she looked different, but
Who is this?
Oh,
I'm close friends with Ota, ma'am.
yeah, you've never heard of us. We live in Canada.
Is that right? Thank you for taking care of my boy.
Iris is just standing there, menacingly.
hey, that's my big sister.
Really? Apparently that's her sister. A table, a bucket, a
Kuroda
menu.
Kazuaki's rib roast with soy sauce.
Kuroda Kazuaki? No, that says cold teriyaki.
Mm-hmm.
Salt, pepper, a blend of red cayenne and spices, and an unidentified liquid.
Date, say the line. Say the line, Date. Say the line, Date. There's a thing. You're supposed to say the line, Date. Homemade soy sauce?
Hey, do you know what they say about these? If you imitate a cat to a lucky cat statue, it'll grant you happiness.
That shit ain't worked.
Is that right?
Yep, no doubt about it. It worked for me.
A lucky cat statue.
That's an autograph from Young Kichi Cinema.
For the record, Iris, you die in most of the routes. / end up at least with your eyeball plucked out.
Okay, seriously, who is that?
Some celebrity signature? The kitchen area past the counter. Guess we've been reading it wrong the whole time. A
We
calendar.
can get some really fatty steaks out of that.
That's cow render.
It's just a really big watch for my husband. Kidding. His arm is normal size.
I'll be here all week. Not unlike Mayumi. Close enough.
She's so cute and fashionable.
Is she?
She's such a nice lady.
Lady?
Oh, sorry. Big sister, right?
Or maybe mother-in-law?
Absolutely not.
You might be calling me that one day.
Mm-mm.
I don't think so.
You're...
You're the nurse from Central Hospital.
Yeah, you spooked me.
Well, yes. Have we met?
Oh yeah, my face is different than it was when we met.
Why are you here?
I came to deliver Mayumi's medication. The pharmacist sent me.
They don't make you go yourself? What the hell?
I belong to the Association of Nurse Actresses. I got a call from my director this morning. They're giving me more lines. I used to have a bit part during the opening scene, but now I have lines at the end too. I'm really happy about that.
That's wonderful, sweetie.
Are you a real nurse or not?
Hanayo Nasu. It will be Hanayo Yogano next month.
Yagano.
You're getting married?
Yes.
That is so wonderful.
Thank you.
Don't tell me.
Seriously?
Okay, so that's why he was like, I guess if you'd come here first, you would, that's why he, made mention of the name?
It's doing great thanks to you.
I was a little confused about why he, like, stressed the Yagano thing back at, the Kumakura's.
The lunch rush is always crazy. My husband and I are working hard. We never get any time to rest.
Yeah, I guess your brain's still broken. Yumi suffers from a brain dysfunction. I heard about it just for the incident 3 months ago. Matsushita Diner was actually closed up and her husband had already passed away. Fortunately, it turned out that even the most advanced medical technology couldn't cure her dementia. But her medicine helps manage the symptoms. It's a little odd, but it brings Mayumi happiness. For her, her husband is still alive and her diner is still in business. I don't know if she remembers me. I look different than I did 3 months ago. She did ask me who I was, after all. Even if I were my old body, she might have still asked the same thing. But she does remember Iris. Is that because she's Oda's friend? I mean, it's probably just because you have a different face and body and everything.
I visited her in the hospital. Oda brought me.
Yeah, I remember.
I was so charmed by her.
No, stop. You're making me blush.
I had no idea she was such a nice girl.
You thought I was a witch or something before, right?
Don't remind me. I was so awful to you. But now I'm a huge fan.
Well, technically in one of those routes, she did commit murder, so... I mean, it wasn't really her, but... if you thought it was her, you would have been correct.
Thank you.
We can somewhat forgive some of the witch comments.
Ota?
At least the ones that take place after she killed Rinju.
That boy is a handful of trouble, I tell you.
That's not true.
Yeah, that's right. Ota can be really heroic and brave when the time calls for it.
Of course, 99% of life is not when the time calls for it.
Oh, you're praising my boy. Maybe I should give you a meal on the house.
Well, let's get going.
Yeah, goodbye.
Thank you for helping my son. He needs friends like you.
I am seriously so happy for you, Tessa.
It's thanks to you, Ota.
Look at this scrub, still has a gold trident.
If you didn't help me back then.
No, really, I didn't do much. I just risked my life to save you. It's a total exaggeration to say that I'm literally responsible for, you know, saving your life.
I see Oda's still Oda. Wasn't this guy here 3 months ago too? He must not have much to do. Why does everyone look alike? Are they all brothers or something? The Mermaids are luring in customers and hitting them right in the wallet. The men in here are likely to see Davy Jones soon. Eel sucking game. What?
What is that?
The Sea King and a mermaid start eating the eel from both ends.
When you finish eating, your lips touch.
Yeah, but then you got eel juice all over them. It sounds horrible.
It's a meal for perverts, basically.
So far, no one's ever been able to do it.
But also, like, I don't know. That didn't sound good. I mean, I've never had eels, so. Pictures of girls on
Which
display.
girl do you like, Uncle?
No comment.
I don't judge on appearances.
That's a fucking ball-faced lie.
It's what's here that matters.
You touch his chest. Place my palm to my chest. I mean, you know, to some degree, we're on the same wavelength.
Aww.
The tits.
No, wrong.
That's what he meant. We know that's what he meant.
What kind of chair plays music?
A rocking chair?
Nope. The correct answer is a love seat. With me and Tessa in it.
What?
Will you marry me?
No.
A table? A wooden chair? Rusty oil drums? Nothing bad would ever happen in the barrels. A trident? Way to the kitchen. Yelling?
What are you doing? That's not monk liver, that's fugu liver.
You're quite right about that one, mate. I almost made a mistake.
Is this place okay? Don't order the food. The sunfish pocket. Is that everybody? Wait, there's a window. Close enough. Iris is sitting there. Oh wait, the omelet? Delicious omelet rice? Oda's laptop is covered in stickers. Shadows?
Shadows.
Thread, silhouette, ASAT.
Fears.
Upset, regret, ASAT.
Water.
Wet, sweat, ASAT.
ASAT, you bet! I can't believe you remembered that, Uncle. I'm so happy.
I said most of it.
How have you been?
I've been doing good. I'm delivering newspapers in the mornings, working as a janitor during the day, and writing at night. I might just be the hardest working 20-something in Japan.
That seems unlikely.
I don't know about that.
Really, though, I've got to be, like, in the top 3 in Tokyo alone.
I thought of kicking his ass, but I don't think it would take. Another cream soda? About my face?
Ota told me. Plastic surgery, right? I kind of like this face. More than the other one.
What the hell? Why'd she say fuck me for?
You're good at your job.
Please come again.
She called the old you ugly, Date? Are we glad you're okay? What's your relationship with the girls here?
You didn't know? I made lots of friends working here part-time. Sup, girl? Sup, girl?
Sup, girl?
Shut up.
Excuse me?
Ota, you can't just say that.
I'm actually exhausted right now. But I can't look tired in front of Tessa. Anyway, how are you?
I guess I'm alright.
Your left eye,
It's fake. I can't see anything out of it. And it doesn't talk.
It doesn't let us x-ray people either.
Huh? I see. So, Iba? What a tragedy.
It's so sad that your best friend died. Omelet me, baby.
A tragedy?
Yeah. She was so cute. What a waste.
Ah, that's why.
If she were real, I would marry her.
Pretty sure Iba would actually kill you if she was real.
You would not survive the attempt.
What do you mean?
Ota, what are you seeing? In front of Iris?
Oh! Tessa, I was kidding. It was a joke.
It's fine, I don't care.
Thank goodness.
I don't think that's what she means.
Alright, see ya.
Well, Ota,
Aw, you're going already?
I can see you anytime I want, right? At Matsushita Diner?
You'll come?
Nope.
Yeah, I want you to make me your omelet rice again.
Awesome. Stop by any time. I'll be waiting.
Now that Iris is healthy, he's overjoyed. Okay, well, I think we'll do Sagan Resonance last. Oh, Mizuki when I saw Lemniscate. It was Taxi Man. Because of what happened this morning, Mizuki and I are in something of a cold war. What happened this morning? You won't even look at me? We're both stubborn. Neither of us wants to apologize first.
That's an old Yankichi cinema video.
Oh, Yankichi Cinema!
That's like so rare.
Who? How do you all know who that is?
It's okay, Date. I don't get the reference or whatever. The dark side of public safety? I give that a read.
I love those tapioca balls.
That's boba.
I mean, they have 2 letters in common, I suppose. A vending machine full of drinks.
By the way, did you want to introduce me?
What?
Did you forget? You wanted me to meet this table.
We did this already, Iris.
3 months ago, you asked me to say hello to it, so...
Okay, never mind. It's a callback.
I didn't say that.
You idiot.
But you said you weren't speaking to us, Mizuki. We win.
Uncle, look! It's a Thyreocephalus orthodoxus.
Don't say that. You're gonna bring us all the damn tragedy memories.
You too? How do you know this stuff?
Plant. Got Date balling in the lobby.
Moi? I am merely a taxi driver, my good man.
Have we met?
Well, let me see.
Technically no.
No, I don't think we've ever crossed paths. I have an excellent memory. I usually remember my customers, but I cannot place your face.
That's right, I look different than I did 3 months ago. But you never meet him in this route. You only meet him in Oda's route. Wait a minute. What are you doing here?
I have an appointment to wait upon a young celebrity. I was told to wait here.
The taxi driver. I feel like I've seen him before. Lemniscate. See letters at the bottom? Fisherman with Coromant and Dandelion?
Which part is the dandelion and which part is the cormorant?
A large window? Thank you. Oh no.
Excuse me?
You might not remember, but 3 months ago.
Yeah, we should save. I mean, the game doesn't really crash outside of Somniums, but for some reason I just had a fear.
I called to ask you about Renju, and you told me about Sunfish Pocket. You really helped me out.
Okay. I don't know what you're talking about, but whatever. You want to go to Atami with me?
Absolutely not.
Atami? Why?
Well...
Hey, let Mizuki know that I would like to hit him with the ya.
Yeah.
I extend him a hand like a sword ready to strike.
You want to fight me?
You didn't seem to take it as a joke. I'm there not fighter. I wouldn't get workers' comp for that.
Yo!
You don't me with all our might.
Hello. How are you?
Creepy old man.
Nothing, huh?
Mizuki looks mad. Is Mizuki graduating soon?
Uncle wants to know if you're going to graduate soon. So what if I am?
She didn't say anything.
Just buy me a new junior high uniform and hire a tutor. I want to go to a good school and a new smartphone and a new iron pipe.
They make new iron pipes?
That's what she said.
God damn it.
I want to rub them. Oh, I could rub them all day.
What?
You're too curvy, tight.
Mouse pads.
Oh, my shoulders. Oh my god, thank you. I've had so many knots lately. Ugh. Perfect timing. Go ahead. I'd love a shoulder rub.
I got up and moved behind the receptionist to rub her shoulders, then sat back down. Iris and Mizuki stared at me the whole time, their icy gaze pierced my very soul. You gotta have the patch to see that scene.
Hold me! Hold me tight! Hold me tight! Oh, my good fellow. Feeling a bit worse for wear, are you? Worry not. I shall embrace you.
No, not you.
Huge breasts. I heard a voice say from deep in my heart. The big-breasted receptionist. Alright. How has Mizuki been?
Uncle wants to know how you've been lately. You don't know? Even though we live together? Of course you don't know, because we barely talk. Even after you've officially adopted me, you don't have any sense of responsibility. That's what she said.
Is it all that fast?
Uncle wants to know why you're here. No particular reason. Am I not allowed to be here? I inherited Daddy's stock at Lemniscate. This is my company now. Isn't it natural that I be here? That's what she said.
Wouldn't it be like in like a trust or something? I don't think they're gonna actually let the 12-year-old run the company. I mean, I guess it's still, you can, you know, it is technically yours, but...
Can you cut this out already? What happened?
Breakfast this morning. I made the eggs over easy.
Okay.
That's it?
Yeah.
Well, that's not so bad.
No, that's not it. I made the eggs over easy, and then Date...
How can I eat eggs like that? I want my eggs over well, burned to the pan on the bottom and chewy on top.
Why don't you just eat an eraser?
An eraser would taste better than what you served.
What the hell?
You shouldn't say that about Mizuki's cooking. That's mean.
It is mean.
You're in the wrong here, Uncle. Why don't you be honest and apologize?
Mizuki is the one who should be honest.
I mean, if you want eggs cooked a certain way, you gotta cook them your damn self. Or ask ahead of time. I mean, if you ask for your eggs to be cooked a certain way, and then the person deliberately cooks them in another way, maybe you can be mad then, but...
I'm like our hero.
What?
When I was in the hospital, you were crying like a baby.
that didn't happen in this route, I don't think. Well, I guess it could have still happened.
Oh, I can't live without Dante. That's what you said.
But I mean, I don't think we would have ever gone to the hospital in this.
No, I didn't. And you were never in the hospital.
Yeah.
Yes, I was.
The parallel worlds.
Was I not?
What? What was that memory?
Anyway, why don't you just make up already?
I still would have liked it more if they had been like, setting up a parallel world thing, and then actually was like, no, there's reasonable explanations for it all.
If Date keeps his promise, I will.
Promise?
The stew? You said you would take me.
I mean, maybe.
Oh, that. Yeah, not yet. Okay, fine. Soon, okay?
I mean, waiting 3 months that's not a good move.
You promise?
Promise.
Good. I'm glad you two are being civil again.
Anyway, should we head out, Iris?
Yeah. All right, Mizuki. See you soon.
See you.
Iris is sitting there, menacingly. Take me home. Well, actually, that's not home. I left Iris in the car. Figured she didn't want to see him. Parked the car a little ways down. He doesn't know that I'm here.
I see your face has improved.
The hell?
This one doesn't make me so angry.
That's fair. Because it's not his son's face, I guess. I don't know who told him, but he must know about the switch.
What did you come here for?
I want to ask you something.
Okay, a pond? I guess we have nobody to initiate dialogue with. You think So's gonna banter with us about the environment? No? Why are you here? I live here?
That's a strange question to ask a man in his own home.
I mean, it's very fair.
I just thought prison would suit you better.
Don't you know the law? No one can touch me.
Even though we both know you committed a crime.
Indeed. 18 years ago.
Well, also the other murders that presumably you had to have known about.
And I was not the one who killed Monica Iwai. That was my son, Saito.
I mean, you're still accessory to murder.
But you hired the Kumakuras to hide the body.
The statute of limitations for improper handling of a corpse is 3 years.
Yeah, but it's not just improper handling of a corpse. You're helping cover up a murder.
I did what I did to protect my son. I hardly think that is a sin.
I don't know what a accessory to murder actually has a statute of limitations or not. I would assume no, but I also wouldn't be surprised if in some situations it doesn't have an unlimited statute.
Are you familiar with Article 105 of the Penal Code? Relatives of those who have committed crimes cannot be prosecuted for evidence tampering or obstruction of justice.
That's kind of not really true. I mean, there's like something to that.
That's ridiculous.
But that's more just like, because that's something you see talked about when it comes to like you know, a wife and husband committing crimes together. But
I agree. If I were still a congressman, I might think about changing it.
That's right. You're not a politician anymore. The media has already begun tearing you to pieces.
Yes. Soon I won't be able to live in this country anymore.
Also, by the way, what was up with the chemical plant explosion? Did you do that shit?
I'll retire to an island somewhere and live the rest of my days in leisure.
That's another thing that's not really relevant to the plot per se, but it was talked about enough that I would assume they're gonna answer exactly to what degree So was involved in the chemical plant explosion.
Be careful, So.
Because I mean, it's important to the plot in the sense that it enables the Kawasaki district to be this like black hole that the killer can operate from, but
there are a lot of people out there who have a grudge against you. People who will follow you to the ends of the earth.
That's none of your concern.
Yeah, because Date is extrajudicial murder pilled.
Is that all you wanted to ask me?
Or extrajudicial? Okay. Oh, yeah. Here it is. The chemical plant.
I've been studying for the past 3 months. I've learned a lot about the explosion of the chemical plant in Kawasaki. It was caused by you and Rohan, the chairman of the Kumakuras at the time.
As you know, my son Saito was abnormal, with all of the awful things that my son did. I used my money to cover it up, but that got increasingly expensive, you see. One day, 9 years ago, Saito called me.
Dad, I thought of a plan. A foolproof plan to make us rich.
We are rich.
The chemical plant explosion plan. To help ensure that the casino in Kawasaki would be extraordinarily profitable.
It was Saito's idea.
True. My son was born with an abnormal mind. But if I had never been involved with Monica in the first place, perhaps he wouldn't have ended up losing control completely.
We probably should have had him in a...
As soon as he drove his knife into Monica, something awakened in him.
You know, probably should have not... I mean, I guess it wasn't necessarily that apparent he was that disturbed at that point, but I guess I can't really blame you too much for the Monica death, but all the others, I mean, he should have not been let out of hospital.
In the end, that's what led to his destructive, violent plan.
You sound like you're blaming yourself.
Perhaps.
Why'd you call Shoko's phone? Three months ago, 9:02 p.m. on the Friday, Shoko's body was found. So-called her burner phone. I mean, it could be that they were in a relationship, and that's why Saito picked Shoko, but... since presumably most of the people Saito killed were people So was involved with? Asked him why?
Do you recall the conversation we had? That my secretary got a call from number 89? That is true. I did get that call.
I know. You spoke with number 89, didn't you?
I did.
What did you talk about?
He told me this. A woman named Shoko Nadami knows what happened 18 years ago.
Okay.
Contact her.
And you called her phone?
Yes.
And why did he not want you to contact Shoko?
I can't say exactly. The only thing he said was, I realized everything when Shoko arrived. I have to see her again. I had no idea what he was talking about.
Yeah, because we still don't technically know if Rohan knew Saito was in Shoko or not. Like, if they were conspiring together, or... At the time, Rohan was in the body of 89. Maybe Rohan realized it when Shoko came to visit the prison? That it was really Saito inside Shoko's body? That's what he meant by realized everything? Rohan needed to speak with Saito again. But he couldn't, not from inside Fuchu prison. Then he called up So and had him do it. But he thought he'd get Saito to visit again. Why didn't you look for Saito 6 years ago? 6 years ago, my mind was implanted into the body of Saito. I mean, I presumed he was in on it. Lost some memory and ended up wandering the streets. But so, Saito's father never even put out a missing persons report on his son. Why?
Because of the woman you call boss. 6 years ago, she came to me and explained the whole thing.
Yeah, okay, I presumed he knew, because he's never really surprised when Date shows up. He's like a little annoyed to see him, and like unnerved, but he's not like, what the hell? Why is my son here calling himself somebody different? And he's
you know
not
about the
acting
Cyclops serial killings?
like a psycho murderer?
The culprit is your son, Saito Sejima. But you already knew that, didn't you?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying we should make a deal. You give me one thing, and I promise none of this will be released to the public.
What is it?
Leave Saito with us. Tell anyone who asks that Saito is soul-searching on a trip around the world or something. Do we have a deal?
I didn't have much of a choice, of course. If I refused, Saito's crimes would be exposed and my political career would be over. Besides, I never held much love for him in the first place.
Really?
She was practically doing me a favor.
I mean, to some degree. I mean, I wouldn't have much love for him either. Maybe sympathy. To some degree, but...
So, of course, I said yes. And in doing so, I was able to learn a secret of the Metropolitan Police Department. It worked quite nicely.
Because at the end of the day, even if Saito's brain was fucked up, he chose to kill people, right? He was never forced to do anything. You ever meet 89?
By the way, did you ever meet number 89?
No, I didn't.
Did you ever see his face?
No. Why?
No reason. Well, I'll be seeing you, so.
I very much doubt that.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Parted without saying goodbye.
Oh, damn. I left Iris waiting. She might be angry. I gotta get back to her soon.
Should we go next? Okay, we'll try and finish up this talking stuff and see if it's the end of the game or not. We'll go a little over.
I'm glad you finally got out of that hospital.
Thanks, boss.
I hate being in their Nile group chat. I'm not even that close with them.
Oh, this is gonna take a while.
That RC car kind of reminds me of Date's car. Hey, Iris.
Does he do that thing where he skirts every time he's driving on the freeway?
Yeah?
What's the deal with you and Date? You still into him?
Gross.
No.
Hey, Iris. Date was a soccer ball in his past life. That's why he enjoys getting kicked around by me.
I don't enjoy it.
A volleyball?
Volley reminds me of valley, like cleavage. And of course, ball is self-explanatory. Isn't it kind of dirty?
Not really.
No, it isn't. There's nothing dirty about volleyball.
Don't get mad at me.
There's nothing AO about volleyball.
It's a volleyball. I think of Tanuki's ball sack.
Pon poco pon!
Pon poco pon!
Pon poco pon!
Pon poco pon!
Would you two cut it out?
Gonna drive me fucking insane. A fishing flag?
Oh, you haven't heard? Starting next year, that's going to be the official flag of Japan.
Really? I mean, the current design's not bad.
Wow, really?
Any flag that's not 3 stripes, or any flag that doesn't have stripes, I'll go that far, is pretty cool in my book. Tricolors, though, they get the majority of my disdain. Like, I'll let the Netherlands, they can have theirs, and like maybe France. Everyone else needs to change their flag. Filled with colorful devices that, vibrate. You know, Netherlands gets to have it because they were first, and France gets to have theirs because they popularized it. Everyone else, though, is not allowed to have a tricolor flag. That's my opinion.
Is it your birthday?
No, that's been in here forever.
Every day is like my birthday.
Wow, then you must be really old.
Fucking got him.
I'm gonna take that down.
And the newest Cyclops killer was born.
Oh, those guys are gonna transfer to Lemniscate next spring.
Really?
Yeah?
Iris, my best friend. Have I ever told you that you're like a sister to me? Do you want anything? I'll buy you anything you want.
What are you plotting?
A symbol.
Do you ever throw that thing around at parks?
It's not a frisbee.
You could kill someone throwing that.
He would be the new symbol killer.
Hey, look at that bust. Are his lips red?
Oh, that's my lipstick.
No comment.
You still haven't taken down your Christmas tree?
No, it's just put up early.
Haven't you heard the old saying? If you take down your Christmas tree early, you won't become a bride until late.
That's not an old saying. That doesn't even make sense.
Aw.
Been here since the first time I was in the room. A cabinet?
Oh, donuts sound good right about now.
Oh, me too, me too.
I had no idea you guys had B2 stealth bombers in here.
That's a ruler.
I mean, I guess if you look at it the right way. Skis?
Cheer me on, okay?
Absolutely not.
Here I go. 1, 2, 3.
Throw!
180?
Hey, boss, can I sit in your chair?
No, it's my chair.
Boss's chair? Boss's desk? Somehow I knew there's dirty gay erotica hidden under that rug.
Iris, if you had the ability to stop time, what would you do?
Probably just rob a bank.
Let me think. I want to catch a skyfish.
Boss is sitting on her desk. Who is Ma?
Hey, boss. Didn't you say that once this case was settled, you were going to open up that bottle for me?
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Did not?
Why are you lying about this?
Because I don't want anyone to drink my wine. That wine is mine. Bottom line.
You can't get out of your promise with a rhyme.
The entrance?
Iris, would you like to have a matryoshka of your own?
Oh, sorry, no. We're not allowed to have pets at the house.
What?
What?
What do you think a matryoshka is?
What do you... I mean, doesn't... It told me... I mean, presumably she owns that house. Like, because of her parents, maybe? I've never really... gotten into the economic side of things, but she did have that house back when she was 19 and had just graduated from high school. The idea that she was able to own a fairly large house like that seems unlikely, or like even rent from it. Like that'd be above her pay scale as an elementary school teacher. And we don't even know she was doing that back then. I did think about making a joke about that at one point. About YTF Hitomi's house so big, considering that she had it back when she was like a little kid. Or not a little kid, but you know, a teenager? I don't know, I just kind of presumed that it was like her... She inherited it or something. But that seems to imply that they're renting if they have some sort of pet ordinance. And I just don't buy that Hitomi can afford that. Yeah, Date lives in a fucking one-room apartment. Basically, my illusion has been shattered. Everything in this game is a lie. A large key. About the boss.
Boss, you visited me a lot when I was in the hospital, didn't you?
Nope.
You're softer than you look.
What do you mean by that? Do I not radiate an aura of gentleness and caring?
You literally called me a slave before.
But I didn't treat you like a slave. Other than sometimes making you clean my boots with your tongue.
You did, Date?
What a man and woman do between themselves in their private time is their own concern, Iris.
I absolutely did not.
Why are you asking? You see me every day.
Are you gonna go to the club later?
Interested? But you're still a bit too young.
No bottles full of bub for you?
I'll take you when you're older. Promise. That's my jack-o'-lantern.
What if his name was Bill?
Still thinking about her, huh?
No, not exactly.
Well, doesn't surprise me. You two were great partners.
She's the only non-cringe person in this entire game.
I want to ask you something. 3 months ago, when we exchanged our final words, I look like I do now. I wasn't in Date's body, but Iba still obeyed me.
Second command confirmed. I understand.
You're underestimating the Wadjet system.
Huh?
Iba was no ordinary AI. She was human in so many ways, including the ability to see and think beyond the physical. She didn't need your voice or iris authentication or anything like that. She knew the real you, and regarded you as her master. That's why she followed your command, despite looking completely different. I think, maybe, she knew your soul, Date. Coffee maker. Coffee, beans, brewing? Damn! I can't think of any more dirty jokes!
Who are you talking to?
No sort of, I like my coffee the way I like my... I mean, there's plenty of those. Or I like my blank the way I like my coffee, ... You know, fill in the rest.
Boss, I gotta ask. Why didn't you tell me about what happened 6 years ago?
Oh, because of the central mystery of the ruined Date?
Well, when Shoko's corpse was found, I didn't think it had anything to do with the Cyclops killer.
I just thought I thought I just did that shit.
I thought the culprit was Rohan Kumakura, remember? And he committed suicide a year before. I never thought that he was swapping bodies. And the other person responsible for the original Cyclops serial killings was locked up in Fuchu, making it impossible for Saito or Rohan to be involved. So, I didn't tell you. Besides, the sync machine being used to swap bodies is a national secret. I was ordered to never reveal that information to anyone under any circumstances.
I guess she already knows, but...
So that's why you kept me in the dark?
Yeah.
It does seem kind of funny to be like, this is a national secret, as she discusses it with just a regular lady in the room.
By the way, Date, I have a gift for you.
No.
A gift?
Close your eyes.
Absolutely not. I did as I was told, closing my eyes. When suddenly... we have been killed. We have been...
Don't worry, it's just some knockout gas.
We have been puffed.
What?
You're going to experience something incredible.
Iris!
That's my present to you.
Iris!
Why?
Shh. Sweet dreams, Date.
Still gotta go back to the Doggone house.
This is the sink room. Pewter?
You are.
Was it, Kaniza?
No.
It's Kagami! Kaniza, where did you even get that from? Only the first 2 letters are the same!
But you don't know that we know you.
Literally 2/3 of the name is totally different!
Don't they tell you only the first letter of a name matters?
I heard. Plastic surgery, right? Must have been a really bad wound to have to remake your whole face like that. But it looks like it worked at least.
The sink machine? The sink chair? Why are you here?
Am I not allowed to be here?
I don't know, man. You kind of some fucked up shit in the routes.
Of course not. You should have been arrested 3 months ago.
Peter was working with Rinju, to be precise, Saito inside Rinju. He was leaking confidential information to him. Peter also helped Rohan inside the body of 89 escape. Peter was immediately punished and fired from the force.
Yes, I was arrested. I'm eating awful meals every awful day in an equally awful detention facility.
Then how are you here?
I wonder.
Don't act dumb.
Date, it's okay! Boss brought him here.
She did? Why?
She told us not to tell you.
Huh?
Anyway, I'm sort of like his handler now. I'm supposed to be an inspector, but I was the only person qualified for this job. Kind of pathetic, isn't it?
Where's Iris?
Don't worry, she's with the boss. She's safe.
You sync with me?
I did not. But I did use the sink chair.
For what?
Something.
Why am I here?
Everything that the boss did, she did for you. Ask her about it.
I don't see her.
She truly cares about you, you know. That's why she kept silent about what happened 6 years ago.
Huh?
You were once an assassin. If your secret ever got out, your life would be effectively over. But the boss protected you by hiding your past.
Now, we could maybe debate whether that's a good thing or not.
I don't think she wanted you to leave her alone. Now, who is she to you? Anyway, now that this is done, I'll excuse myself.
Iris, what happened to Boss?
She went home. She said she needed to do something in Kabukicho.
She left?
Anyway, forget about that. Let's play!
Play?
No.
Shovel Forge.
Absolutely not. Okay. I'm a little lost. Didn't sync with us, but they put us in the chair.
Iris, didn't you say you were going to see everyone who visited you at the hospital today?
I've been there, done that.
Yes, Mom. I still have some people to see.
No, you don't. We saved the best for last.
But Uncle really wanted to come here.
I said no such thing.
Come on, don't be shy. There are a lot of things you want to talk about, right?
Unless maybe it was something to do with like giving him his memories back. That's the only thing I can really think of it.
Come on, just do it.
I don't know how they would do that though, but that's the only thing I can think of that would be a gift to him. Not ready. Of course I want to talk to Tomi. Ask her all about what's happened the past 6 years. That's not for me to ask. You'd be showing up here like this isn't right, honestly.
Uncle, you're so shy.
Iris is teasing me. Maybe I could use that sometimes. You can help me loosen up some of my rusted screws. Doesn't look like there are any books there, but the books are hidden behind the covered part. I know all about that. Oh. Bookshelf by the wall.
You don't change. I caught you 6 years ago doing the same thing.
Ah, you saw that.
He's always been a fucked up little creep. I mean, I don't think it's doing it without the permission, I think, is what is weird. I mean, if you get off on like smelling shoes, who am I to judge? In the grand scheme of things, that's relatively tame. But I don't know, don't go around sniffing people's feet in secret. Weird. A speaker system? A small speaker system? I'll shorten it. A smaspeakis? A smaspeakisis?
Uncle, what's wrong? Are you thinking about how it looks like a dick again?
But like it doesn't.
What are you talking about?
I don't get it. Doesn't at all.
Yeah, you used to make that joke like all the time.
Wasn't she? She was a little too young for you to make that joke all the time. A lot of dishes.
Iris, remember 6 years ago when you put raw eggs in there and they exploded?
I can't believe you remember that.
Refrigerator, microwave. Nostalgic.
Are the flowers still blooming?
Yes, they haven't withered at all. Maybe it's a miracle.
See the sky outside. Somebody's sitting on the sofa. Elementary workbooks, looking close, one in the middle is different. Introduction to tax evasion. That's how she has this big ass house.
Hot, 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 hot.
You said the same thing 6 years ago.
She's got a damn balcony. What the hell? Probably for my ears as well. I mean, granted, if they're, I guess we don't know how much is behind the door, if it's just one room or not. It still would be a pretty big house. It would just be kind of abnormal to have it mostly be like one big room.
Who cares about me? Talk to her. That's what you came for, right?
How have things been?
Things have calmed down, thanks to you. The school has changed, but being a teacher hasn't.
About Iris's recovery.
Thank you. This is all thanks to you, Falco.
No, I didn't do anything. Also, that name.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Date. I'm grateful from the bottom of my heart. They were my best friends. We would always go to this little coffee shop after school. They had this old game machine there. It looked like a table, and it was about shooting invading aliens or something like that. We talked about all sorts of things sitting there. Our love lives, our potential careers, things we didn't like about our teachers. It was their idea that I become a teacher, you know? They told me that teaching elementary suited me perfectly. Those were such fun times.
About your right arm? I can't ask her that. I was the one who did that to her. We don't need the flashback.
No! Stop!
I was silent, but she must have noticed by my face.
If this is about my arm, don't worry about that. You tried to defend me. I know that.
Tommy and Iris knew everything that's happened so far.
You're too nice, Mom. I will never forgive you. You have to take responsibility.
Iris.
No, let me talk. Uncle will be your right arm. That's how he can make it up to you. Maybe not now. It might take some time, but I'll be waiting. One day, Uncle will stand on Mom's right side, and we can go wherever we want. The three of us. To the ocean, a river, an amusement park, barbecues, and we can make okonomiyaki.
Where's that hot plate I bought?
On the shelf.
And I'm gonna need a raincoat.
Hey, that's cheating!
You're planning on being covered in flour?
Of course! That's why it's fun!
Okay, this is the part where you tee-hee-hee, Date. You gotta join in. 6 years ago, I was an assassin. Nothing I can do now will make those crimes disappear. If I protect them, make sure they're always smiling for the rest of my days, figure that might be enough to outweigh my sins. I'm gonna agree to disagree there. But I do somewhat agree that, I mean, there's nothing you can really do about it now. I don't necessarily think I mean, he murdered people for, like, you know, several years straight. Skirt? Maybe one of the final skirts?
Iris, why did you want to come here? Haven't you seen everyone you wanted to already?
Yeah!
So it's Saverino? Iris suggested that we come to the warehouse. Thought it was odd, but you're over here anyway.
Thank you for today. It was a lot of fun.
Is the date finally over?
Yeah, I guess so. Thank you. Not just for today, but for everything. 6 years ago, you helped me and my mom, and I'm so grateful for that. Will you close your eyes for me, Uncle?
You want me to close my eyes?
Yeah, please?
Shoots him in the heart.
Wait, you want me to close my eyes?
He's using the Iba voice.
Do you?
And just do it, quick! I'm so nervous, I'm shaking.
Oh man. Oh no. No way. It's happening.
Try to keep my cool.
All right.
Pushes him into the harbor. I close my eyes and...
Okay, open them!
What?
I open my eyes, and there before me was... Okay, so I guess they put an Iba in? I don't want an Iba 2. I want Iba.
You can't walk around dressed like that. You'll catch a cold. It's flu season. Look at you. You look like a ghost. Your skin is already transparent.
It's been a long time, Kaname Date.
At a time like this, I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what to say. You are, that is, who are you again?
You haven't changed. You're still an idiot.
You're an idiot.
You idiot! I thought you died. I was worried about you.
Pardon, but you were the one who issued the self-destruct order.
Anyway, I want to know something. The number, 41205. There must be something to it.
It does not. It is only my favorite number.
Your favorite number? I see. Oh, sorry. I hear everything Iva says over this earpiece.
I don't want you to hear that.
I think I understand the meaning behind her number.
Yeah, we know.
Iris, do not tell him.
Uncle, think of the alphabet. What's the fourth letter?
A, B, C, D. It's D.
How you had to think. I mean, if it was like, you know, if they were like, what letter's V in the, or what number's V in the alphabet, that, okay, maybe you need to count for, but like, him actually going A, B, C, D is very funny.
And the first?
A.
And the 20th? And the 5th?
I see.
Yeah, why are you here?
To be exact, I am not here. You are seeing an augmented reality virtual projection of myself. My physical self is...
In my left eye?
Yes.
How did you get in there?
I see you have not become any more astute in my absence. Think carefully.
Everything that the boss did, she did for you.
At Abyss, when I lost consciousness.
Yes. Pewter embedded me in your eye socket.
I knew the whole time. Boss told me about the plan to restore Iba. I wanted it to be a surprise for you, so...
Is this my thank you?
Yeah, but it's not over yet.
Huh?
What's going on?
Allow me to explain. I, or everything that constitutes my I, disappeared completely 3 months ago, including all of my backup data. However, fragments of my data were being secretly uploaded to cloud servers around the world for years. By downloading and decoding these fragments, I was able to regenerate my memories and consciousness.
Seems like kind of a whatever explanation.
It was the Wadjet system that brought me back to life.
It's whatever. I mean, to a degree, I didn't think Iva was really dead. I thought maybe it was going to be a, you know, maybe there was like a more perfect true ending they were going to go for that brought her back, but...
That system is responsible for proliferating my data. Wadjet is like a mother to me, and she protected me as her child.
You would think they would be like, you know, it's okay, Date, we can just get her back. It'll just take a couple months.
And I am forever grateful to my mother. Never underestimate the power of Wadjet.
Anyway,
Iba. Welcome back.
Glad to be back. I'm home.
Well, now that Iva has risen from the dead, I think we should celebrate with a dance number!
A what?
Hit it!
once again, they're like, we fucking made this song. You MFers are going to listen to it no less than 4 times. Alright?
Teacups that are flying, on maps mystifying. You'll think that I'm lying. This old tale of mine.
That's a pretty good ending.
A journey through time.
I mean, to a degree, I mean, I will admit I would have liked it more if Iva had stayed gone. Just because I prefer permanent consequences in narrative.
While the old bow their heads, while the blind leave the blind, the marble loses shine, the eye clouds
But
design. But we know
I can't be that mad, because I mean, she is still probably my favorite character in the game. It's probably like Iva, Mizuki, and then, I don't know, either Iris or Atomi is 3rd/4th. I think Atomi's probably my 3rd favorite, and Iris is 4th. say, I mean, the game's very good. The only real problems I have with it, I mean, the biggest is obviously the Somniums. You know, I hate them. I think when they're at their best, they're serviceable. And
a punch to the forehead, my kick like a warhead. You're pinned on the floor spread. I'm queen of this brawl. And I'll show you all.
Can you be in school doing homework?
That's what I decided. I can't live divided. I know I was wrong. I love you more.
I feel like there's some extra to the song at least.
While they all lose their way and forget about faith.
While the rain turns to ice, their hearts lock like a vice.
But we know in our soul the one hope, the one truth. The fires of love can warm any heart. Resist your dreams of love.
I mean, it's a very cool credit sequence.
See through the void in your eye, unwinding the pyramid of your mind, unending. Revolt even with death, impending. Live on, dream through space, rending. Walking with the spirit of old beside you, and our hope shall never die. The fires of love will never die.
I mean, getting the whole cast involved is really cool.
I'm who they say is the best detective.
Although without me it's ineffective.
That's it, we're done. I'm walking out of here.
I'm home.
Welcome back.
While the old bow their heads, while the blind lead the blind, the marble loses shine, the eye clouds by design. But we know in our souls
That's a really, really good sequence. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, I mean, the game is really good. The main problems are just the Somniums not being very fun. I think the main twist is a little too obvious in regard to Date being the original killer, kind of. Like, because even when we didn't exactly know what the explanation was going to be, I was never really surprised by the Date Saito stuff. But yeah, that's a very cool credit sequence.
By the way, everyone, the reason you can see me right now is because I'm projecting
Oh my
myself
goodness,
special
I'm all
technology.
warmed up over that. If you call me a fridge one more time!
I mean, getting the entire cast is like a really, really nice touch.
I love you. This is for Mama.
Sounds fun.
Hey, Sit, you bet!
And like not just having, you know, the characters show up, but having them all, you know, sing the song and everything, and is really cool. Probably probably one of my more favorite like ending credit sequence I've seen in a game. But yeah, so we'll talk for a minute. So that's the end of the game for Really Reals, and I kind of like that there isn't a more. I mean, there's nothing really that wrong with the. Like, it's still a pretty like happy ending overall. The only thing, because I mean, who dies at the end of the day? Shoko, Renju, and that's pretty much it in this route. But no one else is really harmed. You know, Iris doesn't get, you know, even her eye messed with. The one thing is they never really, from what I remember, they never address why Shoko. Like, how does Rohan get in Shoko in particular, right? I don't think they really said that. They just say that he transferred into Shoko, but I don't think they really explained why. That was really the only main mystery I felt like was left. Because, like, Shoko does not really seem that connected to the case in the slightest. Because Renju, yes, he's somewhat involved in the Monica stuff. Killing Iris, also somewhat connected, you know, daughter of Monica, he's, you know, finishing his job, right? Oda just happened to be in the way. Some of the other murders, can't remember. As well, after Oda and them died, then you have killing So in the Annihilation route, which makes sense, right? And then, you know, everyone else is just because he's a lol so crazy, but yeah, I mean, I really, really enjoyed it. I would rank it, like, if I had to compare it, say, to, like, the Zero Escape series, which, it's kind of hard to, like, separate this from. I would rank it below 999 and Virtue's Last Reward, but it's definitely better than, Zero Time Dilemma. And I mean that less as, like, an insult towards this game, and more of, like, I think 999 and Virtue's Last Reward are, like, incredibly, incredibly good. And this game is really good, but I think some of the core mystery wasn't quite as engaging. I am kind of glad they didn't fully go into the parallel world stuff, because, I mean, if I'm going to do a little bit of comparison between the series, we'll get into some kind of, like, high-level spoilers for Zero Escape, so if for some reason you've played this game and haven't played Zero Escape, you might want to skip ahead. But you know, the reason why I didn't really like the parallel world stuff is because obviously the Zero Escape explores that in great depth, and that being the core theme, it comes across a lot better. And so having to be like this kind of side thing that's going on is less engaging to me, because A, we've kind of already seen it. Even if this is a different series, most of the people who've played this are going to have probably played Zero Escape or be familiar with it. And so they still kind of basically confirm that there's, you know, the same concept as at play, but at least it being like a background thing that's not really fully talked about in the plot, that made me like it a bit more. Because I just didn't really want a whole, like, scene where they explain parallel worlds and blah 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 and transferring your consciousness and stuff like that, because, you know, I feel like that was explored so well in the Zero Escape series that, like, I don't even, like, want to see it done anymore by, like, other stuff. But yeah, that's the main thing, is that a lot of the mysteries weren't, like, nothing really took me by surprise, whereas, like, I'll say playing, like, 999 and Virtue's Last Reward, the major twists in that, like, basically completely took me off guard. Whereas in here, some of the minor details were like, oh, okay. But, like, the big picture stuff I was never really surprised by. I feel like they're a little too open with the idea that Date is probably the original Cyclops killer. I mean, they basically, like, straight up tell you at the start of the game. No, you don't really know the specifics, of course. You don't, you know, the syncing idea, or, like, the body swapping. It's alluded to. Like, 'cause, I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, we figured that out before they actually told us it was a thing. Just the hypothesis that if you stay, like, there's a reason they know there's a 6-minute time limit. Like, there has to be something that happens. And the idea that body swaps just kind of made sense and would explain so much. And then also things like, once again, getting into, like, some spoilers for Virtue's Last Reward in particular. Like, one of the things that they do in this game is they keep referencing the drugs that Date takes, and I feel like the references are kind of, there's a couple too many, and they feel a little heavy-handed compared to, say, in Virtue's Last Reward, the twist in relation to the main character's identity. There's little hints in the dialogue throughout the game, but they always kind of make sense in context. Like, they don't stand out as, like, that's weird as much, right? When they call, you know, like a dirty old man and stuff like that, or, you know, like a pervert and whatever. They just kind of, they don't really stand out as, like, okay, that's weird, this must be important. In comparison to, like, whenever they keep talking about, you know, Date's drugs, you know, okay, well, that's something. And even though I had somewhat of the wrong idea, you know, I was thinking that it had something to do with, like, Saito's residual consciousness still being there and being suppressed, and it's just that his brain's messed up. Which does kind of, I mean, I guess it's that that could only happen because Aiba's in his head, but it does also kind of bring up the idea of like, if it's that simple, couldn't he have just like had some supplements or something to not be a psycho killer? I don't know, but I mean they don't directly state this, but I mean I assume the explanation is supposed to be that only Aiba can control and release them at the level needed to make it work. And she's like fully integrated with his brain and everything. But one thing I think the game really shines in, it has a lot of great characters. Aiba, Mizuki, Hitomi, Iris, they're all really, really good. And then some of the supporting cast are all interesting. I think there's a pretty big, like, divide between, like, that top 4 and everyone else. They didn't explain Mizuki's dolphin blood, though. Which I thought would maybe be a little important. Because that wouldn't be that would be somewhat in line with Zero Escape to present something that seems like really weird and fantastical, and like maybe it doesn't really matter. It's just okay. That's just a thing that happens, and there actually being an explanation for it. But it's just no. She has anime superpowers because reasons. I don't know. I'm trying to think of other things. Some of the tone, like. At times it's maybe a little too like one of the things I do really like of it, and this is the same for Zero Escape, is that the way they manage their tone, in that a lot of the lol-so random humor is confined to like flavor text and clicking on objects and stuff, which I really like, where you're still having that like kind of wackiness, but it's not necessarily as injected into the main plot. The main plot is kind of still has it, but is able to be treated with a bit more seriousness and somberness, as opposed to constantly having like jokes and whatnot inserted into the the main dialogue itself all the time, which is something that I think I like in this game and Zero Escape over, say, something like Danganronpa, where the humor is very much like omnipresent at all times. Whereas here, it's still, there's a ton of it, but it's a little bit more on the margins. I guess we could look at our case file for the end of the game. The resolution route? Oh, wait, no. That's just going to be the actual end save. 3 months later, laughter seemed to brighten the sunset itself. It did get a little expanded, because I don't think it went over quite this far. But yeah, I mean, rating the routes, I mean, I guess it's obviously the true end first, then Mizuki, then Iris, then Oda, then the Annihilation ending, which is kind of neat, but not really that interesting. For one thing, take me back to, anywhere, just so I can access the case file. Just figure we'll look through that. Since we're over time, we may as well draw it out a little bit. Not the
You are.
But yeah, I guess also talking about the sequel. Definitely something we'll play. Don't know when. It's not like I'm not gonna jump into it immediately. I'm gonna play some other stuff in the meantime, but it's definitely up there. That was Falco. Oh, were you the last one? 42? Man, old AF. It's like zombies, haunted houses, evil crimes. You know, being an assassin for the mob, is that really evil? Come on. And on my Date's true identity, also known as Falco or 89. The mystery of the prototype sync machine. There are a lot of these. Aerial yoga. Oh, we missed something. What? No. What's with the bamboo? Oh yeah, because that was the parallel world thing. Like, why is there a picture of bamboo under young? And there's something here. Buggy. Buggy is a small baby carriage. But yeah, I mean, I think the main thing is that, I guess the Shoko stuff, I somewhat dislike that there was never really any mystery there. It was just, I mean, we don't really know why he picked Shoko, as far as, I mean, I don't think they said, unless I would just completely have forgotten. And at the very least, it's like a very minor detail, considering it's like the inciting incident. Never really getting an interesting answer for that kind of sucks, considering that's like the main, like, through line for every single route is like, okay, who killed Shoko? And why kill Shoko? How is Shoko important? Because she doesn't seem like she's important, so you're waiting for there to be like a big reveal, and the reveal is that she's not important, really. Which, I guess you could say is interesting somewhat, but I would say definitely, though, the main strength of the game is probably its characters. I think it has... I would think it's fair to say this game has better characters overall than Zero Escape. I think just the strength of, like, 999 and Virtue's Last Rewards plot, plus having relatively good characters, makes them slightly stronger overall. But yeah, that's definitely the thing. I think the story is maybe a little weaker. I mean, it's still interesting and engaging overall, but I think the main thing I would say is the game's strength is its characters, which is good because I like characters. I prefer characters over stories. Or like, that's not really... Basically the way I would phrase it is, I think a mediocre story can be elevated by great characters, but a great story with mediocre characters is kind of just okay, because at the end of the day, if you don't care about the people in the story, how are you going to care about the story? It's much easier to, for me at least, or like having good, well-developed characters is more important than having an interesting plot. To some degree. I mean, there's some variability, that's the word I'm looking for, there, but, where, I mean, if you have like a really, really good story, you can maybe get away with having like somewhat weak characters, but... But alright, I think I've pretty much said my piece. Game's good, really like it, we'll play the sequel eventually. Don't know when, not in the near future, but not too far away, probably. I am glad we never had to do a Somnium after, the boss's Somnium. No. Yeah, it was the boss's Somnium, / Saito Somnium. That being the last one, I guess I get why it's like so much more annoying than the others, but definitely the Somniums are probably the game's biggest weakness. What they should have probably done, in my mind, is either A, make the Somniums, like, get rid of the time limit and make them true puzzles that you have to solve, and just abstract away the time limit as, like, you know, time flows differently, so even if it takes you 30 minutes to solve the Somnium, it's still only been 6 minutes in the real world. Or B, make them work like that other Somnium we had where there was no time limit, or that was scripted, so just treat them as like scripted, no fail state sequences, and then have the main gameplay be shifted around the interrogation sequences, like flesh those out, make those longer, because those are actually pretty fun. They're a little simple, but I was way more engaged in every little minor interrogation sequence than I was in the Somniums. So yeah. Let's go ahead and call it here. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next Let's Play. And bye, guys.